Hello friends, please like, subscribe and click on bell icon.
In a lush green jungle, there was an unlikely friendship between Tiny the ant and Ella the elephant. Tiny was known for his bravery despite his size, and Ella was loved for her gentle heart and enormous strength. They spent their days exploring, playing, and helping the other animals of the jungle. One sunny morning, as the dew still clung to the leaves, Tiny had a big idea. "Let's have a race through the jungle," he chirped excitedly to Ella. Ella chuckled softly, her large ears flapping with amusement. "Are you sure, Tiny? I wouldn't want to accidentally step on you," she teased. Tiny puffed out his chest. "Of course. Let's see who can reach the great waterfall first," he insisted. The two friends stood side by side at the starting line, with monkey spectators giggling in anticipation. "Ready, set, go," shouted a parrot from above, and off they went. Ella quickly surged ahead, her legs pounding the earth in a rhythmic dance. She was graceful and swift, bending branches and trampling grass as she moved. Tiny, on the other hand, zigzagged through the undergrowth, sneaking through tight spaces, ever nimble on his many little legs. The race took them through sunlit clearings and shadowed nooks. As Ella approached the halfway mark, she heard a plaintive cry. It was Mrs. Hedgehog, her spines all tangled up in a vine. Ella skidded to a halt, trumpeting loudly to Tiny. "There's trouble here." Tiny, who was darting between tall blades of grass, stopped and turned. "What's wrong, Ella?" he called out, scampering back to where she stood. Together, they set to work. Ella gingerly used her trunk to lift the vine, while Tiny nibbled through the tangled strands. "Thank you," Mrs. Hedgehog sighed with relief as she waddled free. Not one to leave a friend in a bind, they didn't mind the lost time. With renewed spirit, Tiny and Ella resumed their race. They laughed, cheered, and encouraged one another as they neared the waterfall. There, glistening in the sun, stood the great waterfall, a cascade of shimmering liquid. In the end, they both reached the waterfall at the same time, but neither cared who the winner was. Panting and joyously boisterous, they dipped their toes and trunk into the cool water. "We did it, Tiny!" Ella trumpeted with joy. "Yes, and it was so much fun!" Tiny squeaked, his antennae bouncing with happiness. From then on, whenever a new adventure beckoned, Tiny and Ella faced it together, proving that friendship's true strength lay not in size, but in the heart.